Please subscribe to the channel, as only 11.6% of you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, thank you, goodbye.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel Platinum Bricks 95, and we're back again with another Lego Marvel review. Firstly, I do just want to quickly apologise for the audio quality in this video. I've literally spent the last hour looking for my microphone adapter, and I honestly can't find it anywhere. Your guess as to where it is as good as mine. But don't worry, I've ordered another microphone, I've ordered another adapter, so the audio quality in the next video should be back to normal. So guys, continuing with the theme of Lego Eternals, and I figured I want to get all of the Eternals set done and out the way, so I figured today we'd actually take a look at the most expensive and biggest Eternal set, and that is Lego set number 76156, Rise of the Domo. Now, this is still in stock now, so if you want to buy this, I think it retails for £90, but again, I did get a 20% discount, so I only paid £72, and I am pretty happy with that price point for such a big set. So, as I just stated, this is the most expensive Eternal set. Not the best Eternal set, we'll get to that in the next Lego Marvel review, but it is the most expensive, and I will straight away say, at the price point, I am pretty happy with the stuff that you do get. Like, you do get a lot in this Lego set, and it does come with 6 minifigures. So yeah, on a whole, I am very, very excited to take a look at this set and review this set. Also, quickly, just on another quick side note, please go and check out my last video, as the competition and for the giveaway to win the Lego sets is still going on. And I think you've got another 11 days to enter until I get into announcing the winners. So I will put instructions at the end of the video again, so you can go and enter if you want to. But again, it is on the last video. It's not this video you need to comment on. It is the last video. So go and check it out if you want to win some free Lego sets. And as I've had a lot of messages about it, yes, I am shipping worldwide. I don't mind paying the shipping costs. I'm happy to ship them worldwide. So if you're from anywhere in the world, I don't care how much it's going to cost me, I will get these Lego sets sent out to you, essentially. So yeah, definitely check out the last video and check out the giveaway. So guys, after about 2 minutes of me babbling as per usual, we're going to get right into this set, taking a look at it, and we're going to start, of course, with the minifigs. Let's go! Alright then guys, well here we are taking a look at the lovely selection of minifigs that do come with this Lego set. I will just say, normally what I do, because I've already done a review on a set with Icarus and a review on a set with Athena, I'd normally sort of breeze through those minifigures. However, the algorithm really messed up that video, so that video did not do well at all. So we are actually going to be taking a detailed look at Icarus and Athena as well, and of course, all the other minifigures. So guys, I figured why not start with Icarus. So, this is Icarus. Roll the clip. Yeah, so that's Icarus. He's essentially Superman in the MCU, or, well, Marvel's Superman anyway. Anyway, taking a look at this minifig, like I said in my previous Eternals review, the hair's not accurate. The hair is way too light and it's just a generic hairpiece. It could have done with definitely being a lot darker. However, apart from that, the rest of him is absolutely gorgeous. Again, not the most seamless transition between torso and leg pieces, but as I've stated before, there's very few Marvel minifigures that we actually get leg printing on these days. So to have such beautiful leg printing, I really can't complain. So he does have what I would describe as a smiling face, and then more of a angry and sterner look on the back. But as we know, most Marvel minifigures are dual molded nowadays. And again, lovely back printing. I love the circle theme, which is the theme that the Eternals sort of have going on in general. Lots of circles, and I do like it. And I like, again, a good amount of gold, but not too much. So yeah, on a whole, a beautiful minifigure, just not probably one of the least accurate Eternals minifigures though, due to his hairpiece. Alright guys, well again we will be taking a quick closer look at Athena. Now, my problem with gold Lego is well known at this point. I don't like a lot of gold on builds. I don't like a lot of gold on minifigures. However, because this is with cream and sort of beige, it does work very, very well. And again, I'm always going to be biased towards Thena because I absolutely love Angelina Jolie, as I'm a 90s baby. So I grew up on movies that she was in. She was like one of the top billed actresses when I was a kid. So yeah, I do love Angelina.
Wine, beer, and meat made for the soldiers in the Battle of Troy.
So yeah, a good use of gold, not overpowering, not too much. I will again say that it's not the most seamless from torso to body, but I'll allow it because of the beautiful leg printing. And again, if we take her headpiece off, she's got her sort of normal neutral face there. And then on the back, she does have an angry face, which is a bit of a shame because in the movie, if you haven't seen it, bit of a spoiler coming up, there is a... she's basically possessed.
Lena? Everyone is going to die. Are you okay?
So yeah, that's what she looks like when she's possessed. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm not going to complain because it's a nice dual molded head. Again, some back printing, nothing too crazy. Not all of them have crazy back printing, but again, just nice. And yeah, on a whole, I would say that I do actually very, very much like this minifigure. And as I stated in my previous Eternals review, all of these minifigures are super accurate. Apart from his hairpiece, I'm yet to find a minifigure that I don't really think is that accurate. So guys, I figured we'd take a look at Cersei next. Now, I'll straight away say that Cersei, Makari, Icarus, and Thena are not exclusive to this set. So she is not an exclusive minifigure. However, let's just take a look at how pretty this minifigure is. Now, I may be biased because green is my favourite colour, so I absolutely love this. And I will straight away say that the camera doesn't do it justice. This is green. It's not the turquoisey colour that is coming through on my camera right now. But it is green, and it is just a gorgeous minifigure. This is quite seamless as well. I will say that. You can sort of see the green line there, but it sort of works because there's so much green. Do you know what I mean? And again, no use of gold, which I do really like. And again, that does make it a very, very accurate minifigure. As I've stated, these are all very accurate minifigures. So yeah, taking a look at her headpiece now, you can see she's got a very smiley face. She is very smiley in the film as well. And then on the back, she has more of a sterner look. And I'll be honest, that back printing is a bit lackluster for me. It might just be me, but I do think that back printing is just a touch underwhelming. But again, I can't complain when the front of her looks as good as it does. Again, seamless, beautiful leg printing, beautiful torso printing, and yeah, on a whole, just a very accurate and cool looking minifigure, which is always nice. That's what when it comes to MCU minifigures, I want them to be accurate to the movie, and I think this one and most of the Eternals do a great job of that. Alright then guys, we're on to the next minifigure, and as I stated with Thena and Icarus, this Makari is not exclusive to this set, and I've just realised that I reviewed her in the last set as well. But we'll take a quick look at her anyway. So straight away, I want to say that I absolutely adore this headpiece. This hairpiece, I should say. It's accurate to the movie. Again, I keep speaking on it, but these minifigures are so accurate to the movie, and it's so refreshing to see minifigures that are as accurate as these are. Onto the torso printing and the leg printing. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It just is gorgeous. It just does work very well. It is movie accurate as well. And again, I will comment that unfortunately it's not the most seamless, as you can see along here. And you can sort of see on the what I would call waist piece, if you like, it's not exactly straight line. Can you see that? I'm trying to get you in focus. You can see that it's not exactly what I would call a straight line. But if that is, you know, the seamlessness and the not being a straight line is the worst thing about that minifigure, it's not too bad, is it? Look at the leg printing. If we take a look here, it's absolutely gorgeous as per usual. And again, I just like it. I think it looks lovely. Anyway, we'll turn her around and we'll start by taking a look at her other face. More of an inquisitive look, if you ask me. Somewhat stern, but much more inquisitive than the other dual molded headpieces. Probably should have left their hair off, but we'll call her One Eye from now on. One Eye from Vikings. Anyway, take a look at the back. I absolutely love this back printing. I really do. I love this design, the sort of 3-point trifecta design. I do think it looks very good. And again, no back leg printing, but you can't expect everything. And I just think this minifigure, again, accurate and gorgeous on a whole. Alright then guys, well on to the second and final minifigure, and I will straight away say this is one of the exclusive minifigures. This is Fastos from the film. Now I'll straight away say I love this minifigure. I just do love this minifigure, and I will say Fastos was one of the characters I did actually like from the Eternals, apart from Thena, obviously. I know I'm biased. Roll the clip again.
In beer and meat made for the soldiers in the Battle of Troy.
Oh, Angelina's just gorgeous, isn't she? Anyway, we're not talking about Angelina. We're talking about Fastos here. And here we go. Let's just take a look at this beautiful, beautiful minifigure. Now, I'll straight away say it's a lovely blend of gold, silver, grey, purple and navy blue. Now, apart from green, purple is definitely my second favourite colour. And I will straight away say that it just looks nice. It's just a beautiful, beautiful minifigure. I love the design in the centre. Again, I know I say this, but the Eternals really do use circular. It seems to be their sort of theme, if you like. But it does look really, really impressive. And of course, not the most seamless. You can see the line of navy blue, but I will say the printing sort of lines up a lot better than it did on Makari. Now, taking a look at his leg printing, I mean, it's just very, very nice, isn't it? It's just very, very good. It just does look very nice. And again, like I said, they've all had leg printing. Apart from Sprite, who had the non-movable small legs, every single Eternals has had beautiful printed legs. Now, I do just want to show you his face. I don't know. You can see, look at the detail in his beard. There is actual grey hairs printed in his beard. And I just think the attention to detail here is really, really good. Now, I will straight away say his hairpiece, whilst it's not one of my favourite hairpieces, accurate again. And we will just take a look at his sort of angrier, more sterner face. I don't remember him being such a stern character in the movie, but I will say that it is very nice. And again, the attention to detail on his beard there is like really, oh, focus, there we go, is actually really, really good. And I'm really happy that we've got that much attention to detail with a minifigure like this. Now, I will put his hairpiece back on, and we'll take a look at the back printing. Now, I will say this back printing's up there with Makari's. The lines are gorgeous. Again, subtle use of gold all over the minifigure, which I really, really do like. And yeah, just very, very nice back printing, not lackluster at all. And as I did say, this is the only way you can get Fastos. Like, he's exclusive to this set. So I will straight away say that he's a lovely exclusive minifigure. Alright then guys, well on to the last and final minifigure, Druid. And now we all know that, well, Druid, he kinda...
Druid sucks.
He does, sir.
He's a moody teenager, essentially, that's like 1,000 years old. But I do like his character. I really, really do like his character in the movie. I might be one of the only peoples. Yes, he sucks, but I sort of understand where he's coming from in the movie. Anyway, enough about the movie. Let's look at the minifigure. Now, again, accurate. Very, very accurate. Just an accurate minifigure. All right. Well, actually, I would say that his hairpiece is spot on, really. Spot on. Now, the actor who plays him has a much sort of, I don't want to say long, but I'll say a less round face. So I can't see the most accuracy with his face, but I will just say that everything else about it is very accurate. Now, I absolutely love the way this minifigure's printing on the front looks. I mean, seamless. That is about as seamless as you get with the Eternals. And I absolutely love red and black together. I think it works so, so well. And the fact that this minifigure is red and black, and again, is so accurate to the movie, I can't credit Lego enough for this, because accurate minifigures for MCU movies are important. Now, as you can see, it's beautiful on the front. The leg printing's gorgeous, no surprise, like all of them have been. And yeah, on a whole, just an absolutely beautiful minifigure. Now, we will take a look at the back as well, and you can see the back printing. Again, very nice. It kind of looks a bit like a face, doesn't it? Maybe that's just me, but I think it kind of looks like a face. Anyway, gorgeous, gorgeous back printing, as per usual. And we'll take his head off, and he's got, again, more of a sterner look. Now, whilst on the front, he does have sort of a curious look, he's more angry on the back. Now, I will straight away say that Druid in the movie, he's not the happiest character, put it like that way. He's a bit of a miserable teenager. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright then, guys, well, that was a look at the minifigures from this set. And I've got to say, it really is a nice selection of minifigures. And I mean, the colours are just really nice. I love the fact that they're all different colours. So, yeah. On a whole, I'm very happy with the minifigures and I'm very happy with the 2 exclusive ones. Well, that's enough on the minifigures anyway, guys. Let's get into the build and taking a look at it. And we're going to start with this fella here, the first Deviant. Let's go! Alright then, guys. Well, here we are taking a look at the first of the 2 Deviants in this set. And I will straight away say, like I said in my last video, I'm not the biggest fan of the Deviant builds. Maybe it's because they use so much navy blue and it's not necessarily a colour I like. But, I don't know, there's something about them. They just don't really sort of sit well with me, if you like. However, I do want to say that this headpiece, straight away starting off, is quite accurate. Again, it does kind of look like the geezer or the main bad Deviant from the movie. So I can't really complain about that because it is quite accurate. However, it's just a very clunky build. It's just a shame. Now, I will straight away say, I know that Lego sets are designed for kids. So what Lego tried to do is give you all the good guys and then give the good guys someone to beat up. And essentially, that's what this is. However, as the main big bad from the build, I don't think it's that good. I think it's kind of underwhelming. Also, I think the Sentinel from the X-Chair is kind of better than this, if I'm being honest with you. But anyway, enough on the looks or aesthetics of this build. Let's just take a look at the functionality. Now, I'll straight away say I love the fact that his arm bends in 2 places and they are both on ball joints. Now, again, you know what I'm going to say. I don't like all this stuff and believe me, it falls off. If you put it in a box with other Lego, you will lose parts. As you're going to see on the next part of the next Deviant I review, I can't find his tail for love nor money. Anyway, it is flimsy when it comes to sort of these bits here. However, the actual build is very, very solid. Like, he does stand up, he does work well, and I do like that about this build. Also, I know I've already mentioned the headpiece, but this unique headpiece is very nice. It's just very nice. Anyway, he's got sort of a claw hand here. Something's just dropped off, I heard it. Yep, look, straight away, see? Bits falling off. I'm not even going to put them back on. You can wait now. That's what you get. You have to wait now. Not good enough. Anyway, the rest, as you can see, he does have a claw hand here, which again, accurate to the movie, I will say, and it does look very cool, and I do like that. But then you've got over here and just a generic hand, and I don't know. And I will say straight away, that's a sticker, 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 and that is a sticker. So you have a lot of stickers on this set. Now, I will say as well that the torso's not bad, and the legs, they do have functionality. Now, I will say you can pose this build very well. As you can see, he is doing Saturday Night Fever as we speak. However, as you just seen, I just want to show you here, right? Let's just have a little look, because that's basically hanging off. Those are all the parts that have fallen off when I was handling this. Now, if you're expecting your child to play with this, these are going to go missing like you won't believe. Essentially, what you'll have eventually is just him without any of the spikes on it, because they are so flimsy and they fall off so much. However, I will give credit where credit's due. They do kind of look like that in the movie, so I understand them using them. However, you've got to make it more structurally sound than that, because this drives me up the wall. Alright then, guys, well, that was a look at the main Deviant, and I suppose this is meant to be the big bad from the actual... Again, it's just... Okay, I'm slowly finding more and more problems with this build as we go on. It literally is just falling apart in my hand. As I handle it, it just falls apart. And again, I didn't even touch that. Like, oh my god. So, yeah, on a whole, aesthetically, it's not the best, but not terrible. Structurally, very good. However, the amount of stuff that falls off this build is just not acceptable to me. So guys, before I was so rudely interrupted by pieces of this falling off as we speak, I was just saying that now we've looked at this, we're going to move on to the next Deviant, which you can't actually see, but we'll take a look at him now. Alright then, guys, well, here we are taking a look at the second Deviant build. Now, I will straight away say, this is much more structurally sound than the one we just looked at. Like, this thing's a tank. It's quite hefty. Like, that is a solid build there. But yeah, as you can see, this is one of the other Deviants. And again, I will say, it's kind of accurate to the movie. The Deviants that you guys have seen so far all feature quite heavily in the movie. And I gotta say, they do... I know I don't like navy blue, right? I've stated it before. But I will say that they've added so much turquoise and sort of metal green and gold and different colours that I do think it kind of works very well. But again, it does have bits that will fall off, but it's meant to have a tail. But for love nor money, I cannot find it anywhere. A bit like my microphone adapter. Again, apologies for the bad audio. But on a whole, I do actually really like this Deviant. This is probably my favourite Deviant, like genuinely. I think structurally it's good, aesthetically it's good, and even though the tail's gone, and these bits are flimsy and a pain in the bum to sort of get in the right position that you want them to, on a whole, I think it's a very good Deviant build. Now, here's the problem, right? This is the third Lego Eternals set I am reviewing, and this is the fourth Deviant we have received. And spoiler alert, in the next set, there's also a Deviant. So, you know, as I've stated with Outriders, and as I've stated with Mysterio before, I don't want loads and loads of Deviants. I don't like getting loads and loads of the same stuff. Now, yes, they've all got unique builds, but essentially they are just Deviants, and I don't know. I just find him a bit boring. Anyway, taking a look at the playability. Now, you can see that his legs do move forward and backwards and left and right. So, good functionality there. And as you can see, so do his feet. But why you would ever want them up in that position is beyond me. Maybe to do some sort of attack? I don't know. I am going to say I'm not a fan of the way his feet look in general. I don't like the build there. However, the functionality is very good. Now, taking a look at the back legs, a similar story, bit of a weird sort of design for the feet. I don't like it. But yeah, anyway, it does have nice functionality. And again, posability is not terrible with this, genuinely. It's not bad, but it's, I don't know. There's something about this. I do really like the way it looks, but it just feels very clunky. And again, not as flimsy or as breaky, let's say, as the last one. But on a whole, I don't know, like, what would I rather have, this or Fenfear? I can tell you 100 times over, Fenfear. And I cussed Fenfear out. I called him out because they used a lot of light grey and a lot of dark grey when I feel like they should have stuck with black. But, yeah, he's definitely better than this, I've got to be honest, because the feet are bad. The playability is good and the aesthetics are good. I have to give it that. And actually, maybe I'm jumping the gun a bit because structurally it's very good. Alright then guys, well that was a look at this Deviant, or the Wolf Deviant, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, on a whole, not too impressed, but not too unimpressed. I've got to give it credit where credit's due. However, these two are just the side builds. Let's get into the Domo, the big build, or as I like to call it, the Dorito ship. Let's go. Alright then guys, well here we are taking a look at the Dorito. Sorry, the Domo, that's what I meant. And I'll straight away say, aesthetically it looks really cool. Now I like the fact that it's a triangle. I do like the fact it's a triangle. However, when you display it, also that bit's just come off. It's all right, I put it back on. Not as flimsy as the other ones, don't worry. I will say, when you display it, it's probably best to display it as you can see it now. And again, as I stated before, circles is a huge theme in Eternals, and it does look very nice here. And I think aesthetically, from the outside looking in, it's a very nice looking build. However, I'm just going to flatten it down, which you might not be able to see the whole thing in shot, but I will take you in for a closer look. If you displayed it like that, it's kind of lackluster, if I'm being honest. That's why I would heavily advise anyone who has this set and wants to display it, I would advise you displaying it like that, because on a whole, it just does look better. Alright then guys, well now that I gave you a look at the front, I thought I'd give it, or the top, I thought I'd give you a look underneath, and as you can see, this is not for display. This is not for display, so don't worry, I won't be judging it based on that. However, I am just going to quickly take you in for a closer look outside, and then we'll open it up, because Christ almighty, this has some beautiful play features. So guys, I thought I'd just take you round for a somewhat of a closer look on the details around the side. And straight away you can see I absolutely love this colour. It's sort of like a sparkly purple and I really, really do like it. Now, quick note, this is printed. The one on top is not. So there were quite a lot of stickers with this set, as you saw on the Deviant. However, I'm not going to complain about a few circle sort of, you know, these smaller circles when we've got these absolutely gorgeous printed pieces here. Now, they are all the same, but I do think they just look gorgeous. Anyway, back to the side. I did just want to show you that is a sticker as well. All of the ones on the side are a sticker, but I do really like the use of sort of how they've let that line go around the whole build. I think it looks really cool. And I absolutely love the use of door pieces here to create the point. I really, really do like that. They've used it on the bottom and they've also used it down here as well. As you can see, there's also doors there. Very nice. And again, just taking a quicker look down here, I think it looks really cool. And I do genuinely really like this set. Well, this part of the build anyway. I really do. And basically, it's exactly the same as it was on the other side, or near enough the same. I do really like the use of this sort of metal blue. I think it looks really, really cool. Now, guys, I've given you somewhat of a look on the outside and sort of on the top. There's a closer look. Yes, those are stud shooters, believe it or not. I figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up bit by bit and we're going to take a look at it. Let's get it. So guys, I was trying to figure out the best way to film this and I figured I'd just open it and we free flow it and we're just going to see what happens and how I'm going to film it, all right? But we do automatically start with these, which do come down very nicely, as you can see here. Nice and simple. Now you can get an idea that something's going on inside. Now I really do like that. And of course, the top one lifts up as well. Now, again, we will go for a closer look on the inside, so don't worry too much. But this whole set, okay, I am going to have to lay this down. Excuse me a minute, I'm going to lay it down and we'll get a view of it like that. So here we are, guys. This is where we were before. So I figured, as I couldn't open it like that, what I'd show you is that these side pieces come down as well. Now, you can get somewhat of an idea as to what's going on inside as this opens up into a huge play area. Now, I'm just going to close this one down because I will straight away say that that is just a cockpit in there. Now, I will take you in for a closer look so you can see all the details. Don't worry. But right now, I am just going to close this down and pull this forward because I want you to see that this whole bit lifts up here. Now, take a look at that. And again, I will lift this back up now as we'll go in for a closer look. As you can see, that lifts up as well. Now, just take a look at the way this set folds out. And of course, as soon as I touch it, something fell over. But don't worry, I fixed it. Here we go. Now, as you can see there, the whole thing opens out into a lovely, lovely play area. But we'll go in for a closer look so you can see all the details. Let's get it. All right then, guys. Well, I figured I'd start from the back. And again, due to the movie, which I haven't seen for a while, I do remember this, though. I do remember there being something like this on the Domo on their ship, which is lost in the movie and they have to go and find it, I think. If I remember correctly. God, I don't like that movie. Anyway, the use of gold here, very nice. Very accurate again, so very nice. I'm not going to complain about it too much. Now, I figured I'd take you to the right quarter first. Now, as you can see, this is somewhat of a relaxation area. You do have some weapons on the wall here, but as you can see, there's some microphones there. That is actually a video game controller clipped to the wall. There's some tools and stuff, and a nice yellow seat and a coffee machine. So I would definitely say that this is the relaxation area, and then we will go over to the other side. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this side is meant to be, what it would be called under. You do have a mini infinity gauntlet there, which I don't remember from the movie, or maybe it's someone's power fist. I don't remember from the movie, but on a whole, just another nice area. And again, so much room for playing, so much room for, like, well, tell them, Will.
So many activities.
So yeah, as Will said, room for activities. Now, I will show you the floor here. And again, these are stickers, so a bit of a letdown. But on a whole, the design of the floor looks lovely. Now, quick story time. I actually built this side of this set one brick over. So by the time I came to connect it all up here, which is about 30 steps later, I had to go back, take it all apart and rebuild it. And God, it was frustrating. Anyway, I want to just spin you around so you can take a look at this. Now, straight away, let's just take a look at this mini build of Arusham. I'm actually going to take him out of there because I feel like it doesn't do him justice being in there. So this is the hologram of Arusham, and as you can see, it's a lovely build, and I've got to be honest, it's very, very accurate as well. For such a small build, I really think they've done really well replicating him in a hologram form. Now, obviously, he does just click onto here like that. And again, it's accurate to the movie because that happens in the movie. So yeah, I'm really, really impressed with that little Arusham build. And I will say, I love the use of moss green and metal green. I think they are gorgeous, and metal blue as well. I will say, even though I've been quite critical of the Eternals movie and the Eternals sets, the colour schemes are just good. They're very, very good. Now, I will just take you around for a look in the cockpit, as I did say I would. Now, this lifts up. You can have this open without opening up the rest of it, and I do like that a lot. Now, I'm going to try and get you an angle where you can sort of see in there without sort of getting in the way of the light. And as you can see, absolute beautiful cockpit and absolute beautiful stickers. And again, unfortunately, they are stickers. But as you can see, there's a sticker that runs along there, and there's a sticker that runs along there. That, I don't think that piece is a sticker, but I will say that is definitely a sticker. But yeah, just a very, very nice cockpit. And I will say, I love the use of these sort of bent pipe pieces and the single pipe piece there. Very, very nice. I figured I'd show you how this folds away because it's actually quite unique, and you do have to do it in a certain order. Because if I put this down, this, as you can see, won't go over. So you do actually have to bring the walls up, which I know I haven't showed you, but I'll show you on the back one because I'll get a better shot of it. They are actually double jointed, and I do really like that. So as you can see here, it folds up, and then you can see it can just be like that. If you wanted to play as it like that so they don't have gaps in the walls, I can respect that, and I do like that. But they are actually, as I've said, double jointed, so they click in lovely into there. Now, there is no connection there, but they are sort of locked in place by these, as you can see. Bang and bang. Now, I don't know, that's sort of meant to be like there. There we go, that was on a wonky angle. And then finally, this closes down onto here. Bang, 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 and we have one gorgeous looking, one very elite Domo, or Dorito ship as I like to call it. All right then, guys, well, that was my review and closer look at Lego set number 76156 Rise of the Domo, and from the Eternals, Marvel Eternals film, and from the Eternals line, the most expensive of the sets. But what we are going to do now is get into my outro and number rating out of 10. So yeah, let's I'm actually really excited to give this a number because it's actually surprised me taking a second look at it. So let's get right into the rating. Let's go. All right then, guys, well, that was my review and closer look at this Lego set. We're going to get into the pros and cons now. Apologies if I look really, really sweaty, but as I stated in my last video, it was like 30 degrees then. It's 25 again today. I'm absolutely boiling. So apologies for my sweaty appearance and apologies for no microphone, but the microphone will come back. So I do actually want to start with the cons because genuinely, I think this is one of the sets that's going to have more pros than it does cons. So the main first con I want to talk about, you know what I'm going to say, is how many pieces break off this main guy. Like, genuinely, don't do that to me. Lego, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep doing this? If I'm going to break it, all right, I'm heavy-handed. But if I'm going to break this, yeah, if literally bits are going to fall off as I'm playing with it, yeah, what do you think is going to happen when kids get hold of it? They're going to drop it and it's just going to go boom, and then that piece is gone forever, and then they've got an incomplete Lego set. Now, I don't like that. But yeah, this build is structurally sound, kind of ugly apart from his sort of face piece and sort of general look. I think the aesthetic's nice, but I think it's kind of ugly. And yeah, just too many parts fall off this guy. I've just realised I haven't got a clue what his name is. Maybe he's got some name, but I have no idea what it is. My second con of this set is the fact that there's two quite sizable Deviant builds. Now, it will sort of relate to one of my pros, which is definitely the fact that, spoiler alert, I'm okay with this set being £90. I really am. Yeah, spoiler. Anyway, the fact that there's two Deviant builds here really winds me up because I don't like the Deviants. I think, like I said, this is probably the best Deviant I've reviewed so far and probably the best Deviant of the wave. Spoiler alert again, the one in Arusham, the All Praise Arusham set, is not very good. But this is probably the best one and it's still very, very lackluster. And the fact that the sort of, you know, you get two of these and yeah, it's almost like if you didn't include these, yeah, and you took these out and you just had the Domo build, this would be a £60 set. So I'm basically paying another 20 quid for these two things. Now, this is probably worth a tenner. This is not, definitely. So yeah, on a whole, very disappointed with the fact that we got so many Deviants. I understand it, but my personal preference would be to get a lot less. The first pro is the two exclusive minifigures, Fastos and Druid. These two here are gorgeous minifigures. And straight away, I'm going to say, apart from Icarus's hair, I love all these minifigures. I think the Eternals minifigures are some of the most accurate Marvel minifigures we've ever had. And I really, really am a huge fan of these minifigures. And yeah, one of the main pros is that you do get these really cool minifigures. Now, I will say, for 90 quid or 80 quid, would I expect more minifigures? No, I'll be honest, no. Would I have liked another exclusive minifigure? Yes, definitely. However, I can't complain too much when the minifigures all look this good. The second pro, which I've already alluded to in the cons, is the price. Believe it or not, it's £90. It's £90. I know I've just said £80, but it's £90, okay? Because I got a 20% discount and I paid £72. As I was saying before I got all muddled up there, the price point of this set is very good. Like, I don't mind this being £90. That might seem crazy to some of you, but I think all of the stuff you do get is worth £90. It's just a shame that two of the things are Deviants and it's a bit of a letdown. But on a whole, I would tell you to buy this set at full retail if you really wanted to, because it's a really cool set, loads of playability, and yeah, I think it's genuinely worth £92. And for 20% off for £72, go and get it. It's amazing. Okay, so the next pro, you know what I'm going to say at this point, the Dorito ship. I mean, you saw how much playability and functionality is in that thing, and I just think it really is a good ship. And I love the fact that it's got so much maneuverability. You can sort of play in it, you can close it up. It's sturdy, by the way. It really is sturdy, so you can fly it around and pretend you're flying it. And yeah, on a whole, I'm just really happy with how this whole thing comes together. And I can open it up. Oh, I say that as I break it, of course. You know by now, I absolutely break everything I touch. But yeah, I will say, it's just playability is amazing. Like, really good. And yeah, just on a whole, I think this ship, as you can see, I can open the whole thing in my hand. I just think this ship is really good. And I think it's slept on by a lot of people because, as I've stated, and as I will continue to state, the Eternals movie is not very good. So I get why people would give this a miss. This build is absolutely lovely. The final pro, and it's just going to be very quick, the playability. Like, there's loads of playability in this. These are all very functional. Whilst I don't like them particularly, functional. Lots of maneuverability. And as I just showed you, this thing is just basically a playhouse. I think it's amazing. Alright then, guys. Well, that was the pros and cons. Now I'm going to get onto my rating out of 10. And I don't think many people will be surprised when I give this set... I'm going to give this set an 8 out of 10. I'm actually really surprised that I'm giving this set an 8 out of 10 because this set is really good. Alright, yes, Deviants, but that's just my personal preference. I can say though that this thing, just the bits falling off it, no, I'm not having it, alright? Not good enough. However, the rest of it is just gorgeous. You can't complain at the minifigures. You can't complain at the Dorito shit. Sorry, Domo. Keep getting them confused. You can't complain at minifigures, can't complain at the Domo, and honestly, if you can get a discount at 20%, you cannot complain at the price. So on a whole, a really surprising and good LEGO Eternal set. Who would have thought it with the movie stinking as much as it did? Alright then guys, well that is unfortunately the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could like, comment and subscribe, that would be amazing. It really does mean a lot to me. And I do just want to give a big shout out to all of the new subscribers I've gained in the last 3 days. Because when I filmed my last video, I was on 101. At the time of filming this, I'm actually on 130. So I've essentially gained 10 subscribers a day. And I just want to say, like, honestly, thank you so much. Thank you so much for committing and coming on this journey with me. As I said at the start of the video, please go and check out my last video as the competition is still open for another 11 days. So get in the comments on that video, like the video, and let me know what your favourite MCU movie is and why it's your favourite MCU movie. Again, all of the details of this will be at the end of the video. Lastly guys, please go and check out my Instagram. It will be linked down in the description below. It's just photos of my LEGO Marvel collection, which I'm quite proud of, to be honest. So if you could drop that a follow, that would be amazing. So guys, it is officially the end of the video, and all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!